I made this spring-loaded jig a while back, but it's just been collecting rust and dust. If I remember correctly, I thought this tool would help me to fold pieces of different sizes. You can see how it fits just perfectly in my anvil here. So my thought is that the back horizontal will open as I depress a piece like this flat into the jig. The jig will conform to the workpiece, or at least that's what I think. You never know until you try. I need to give a big shout out to Christopher Vazina for his recent, very generous donation to the channel. I also need to recognize Tim O'Connor, Ron Thacker, and Roger Raitan for their recent generosity. And lastly, I need to thank Michael Pop for becoming my newest Patreon supporter. A big thank you to all. Sorry for my glove being somewhat in the way. So I loosen the pressure on the springs just a couple of turns to see if that helps any. As you can see, definitely better, but could be even just a little bit more loose. So here it's just another couple turns looser. It didn't fold exactly as I expected, but it's nice and even. I made this tongue a while back, but this is the first time I can remember using it. I'm going to use a piece of this W1 for the cutting edge. I've had really good experience of late using W1 for edge tools. I never used W1 until a few months back when I purchased a stick, and I haven't regretted that. So I'm not the best at fire welding, but here's a tip I've learned. With a forge like this, you really want to let the piece soak. Let the piece stay at your normal forging pressure for a long while before bumping the pressure up. I turned the pressure up to 10 psi. I usually work in the 4 or 5 psi range. Every time you bump the pressure up, you want to allow the piece to soak for a while. I take a second welding heat on this for good measure. But the truth is, you don't want to keep going to welding temperature on a piece like this. If the weld hasn't taken on the first go, it's unlikely a second heat will work better unless you've made some adjustments. Right in that spot is where it seems the weld didn't take. Just a small corner. I can see how this spring-loaded folding tool will be useful for me in different areas. So I'll clean her up a bit and we can examine the welds more closely that way. So I've polished it up a bit so I can examine the edge. I've got a real good weld on this side. On the other side, the weld is not so good, but it's not going anywhere. I hope you've enjoyed this one. For me, it's always a lot of fun, and I'll catch you guys next time.